place, and I'd ask Bunabur Elder Jane Bindery to come forward and do a welcome to country.
Well, on behalf of the Dangawara clan, the traditional owners of this area which we stand on, I'd like to welcome everyone. And it's very good to see something like this being built for our youth in this town. It'll do a lot of help for our young people and for the future generation. So thank you very much.
I'd like to ask our the chair of our Marrawara board, Peter Murray, to come forward and say a few words.
Hi everyone, good afternoon. I'd like to welcome you, and thanks to Jane and Patsy and Patrick, the other traditional owners for this area. Firstly, look, this has been a long time coming for Marrawara, and as you know, the night patrol have been running for a few years now, and in that time, everyone was just listening to the kids, and they really needed a safe place in Fitzroy Valley, and there was a survey a couple of years ago that the question was asked to the kids, and they were looking for a safe place. And I think from the community perspective and Marrawara and the police service, we're just trying to look at how can we minimize the gap in trying to keep safe for the communities, for kids and families. So this is an outcome, and well done to Marrawara and also the police service for being part of it, and also Lidl for funding the program, and Davina for pushing this project from day one. So it's all about collaboration, and we all need to get together to tackle issues around the community, and it's really hard to get communities engaged, and having good people like Mark and Wayne and Patrick, Eddie and Nicola, look, and also I forgot your name again. Rochelle, yeah. So Rochelle, yeah, they've been working, day and night to look at how can we look after our kids and find a safe place. And look, like I said, one of the opportunities are opening for the kids to have a safe place to come at night, 24 hours, and feel safe other than home, But we're trying to encourage kids to go back home and be safe at home as well. But we need that encouragement for families. But thank you.
Thanks, Peter. If I could ask Rochelle Dolby, who is the coordinator of our Youth Connection program at Marrawara, to come forward and say a few words.
Thank you, Nicola. Good evening, all. Thank you for attending our opening of our night place. I'm proud to be standing here about to commence this service. The idea of the night place came about of many conversations over a 2-year period with our disengaged youth present kids. They spoke about wanting a place to be safe, where they can be with their friends, somewhere to have a feed, somewhere to have a shower, use a bathroom, and mostly important, to have someone to connect with our mentors. And we're hoping that all of these things at the night place would occur. I would like to thank the Marrawara team for their commitment to getting this place ready, and their faith in the Youth Connection team to deliver this important service. I also want to extend a warm thanks to our senior managers, Nicola, Eddie and Clinton, for their guidance and leadership in getting this night place ready and happening. Thank you to our existing partners, WA Police and Lidl, to those organisations, individuals who will be working with us in the future. Lastly, thanks to Davina for changing her travel flights and plans to open our night place You're a great advocate for our young people across the Kimberley, and we appreciate you ensuring Fitzroy Valley have the same service and support in the larger regional centres. Thank you again.
I'd now like to ask Mark Howes from the WA Police to come forward and say a few words.
Thank you. Is that working? Yep. Oh, yeah. Sucks getting old. You've got to put glasses on the read. So when Nicola asked me to say a few words tonight, I was thinking about what to say, and I started going back through my emails, and this has been a long journey to get here tonight. So on the 10th of October last year, I got an email about the night place concept and the working group, and this was a couple of weeks before I started as the officer in charge of the Fitzroy Crossing Police Station. So I hadn't got here yet, and I was getting the emails, which was really good. So within a couple of weeks I met Nicola, and I found out that an application had already been sent in requesting some funding assistance from the WA Police quite some time before that original email, but nothing had been heard. So I made a couple of phone calls and found out that the application had stalled due to, we'll call it red tape, bureaucracy, whatever you want to call it. And so with a few phone calls and emails, and as simple as a letter of support from myself and our district superintendent, because the idea was so good, the funding application to WA Police was back on track, and not long after that the funding was granted. So I'm really pleased to be here on behalf of the WA Police to see the night place concept coming to fruition. To be part of a project helping vulnerable children in our community is something truly worthwhile. Sorry, I do get emotional at these things because it's such a good thing, and I'm sure it will reduce harm and offending, which is why we get involved with these things. I'd like to acknowledge Nicola and her team at MWW for their tireless efforts to get the project going, and Lidl for their generosity and support. This project is a great demonstration of how working together creates a great outcome. I'm excited for the future of this project, but also other ideas that we can generate to improve outcomes for people in the Fitzroy Valley. If we do that, I know that the flow-on effects is lower crime rate and a better community for all of us. Perseverance in this instance has definitely paid off. Congratulations, well done. Thank you.
Thank you, Mark. If I could ask Patrick Green to come forward as one of our other partner organisations and say a few words on behalf of Lidl and also Marrawara.
Thank you. I'm not sure if I need the microphone, but I'll use it. On behalf of this community, it's a long time coming. This community's always had problems with youth and the town. Fitzroy has had many floods. We've had one flood that took away the bridge. And we had attention to 7 ministers, federal and, or once with federal, but 7 state ministers trying to deal with the bridge. This community has had many problems with youth, so the human bridge from youth to adulthood needs to be addressed. So while I have the attention of federal minister, I'm not sure if I got a state minister, but federal and state politicians, please help us with the human bridge. This is what we've done to help our youth. Youth is only one part of life for all of us. I was a youth growing up in the mission here. I'm nearly retirement age, and we're still talking about trying to address the human bridge. So please hear me and help us address the human resource or the human chain here from youth to adulthood. This is our contribution towards helping our youth. Yes, we have many departments along the way, but we need to do it to build a whole chain. And this is our contribution towards it. And thank you for participating.
And lastly, but certainly not least, I'd like to ask Davina Diana to come forward and say a few words and cut the ribbon and formally open our night place.
Thanks, Nicola. I'll be really quick. No one's here to really hear a big spiel, but I would like to acknowledge the traditional owners of the land in which we're gathered, but also acknowledge all other Indigenous groups that share this land, and I'm sure all the kids that come in through here will be a diverse bunch of kids. I'm quite excited and honoured to be asked to come tonight. I've watched some of the programs that Morawara and other participants in the Fitzroy Valley have put together for young people, and I hear the plea that they're always doing it on their own back, but I'm glad that there are people that are coming together to support initiatives that will help the kids of Fitzroy Valley have something to do, have a vision. I had a sneak peek inside this building before when it was being cleaned up, and again tonight. I'm quite excited, as Rochelle said, about how far it's come along, but not what it's like tonight with chill spaces and therapeutic purposes for young people, as well as giving them safe spaces, but the vision going forward for the whole utilization of the space. I think that the kids in this town and in any town are important, and I think having the ability of a community coming together to really put something forward to keep pushing rather than waiting for funding or waiting for someone to come and do with it is a real credit and a testimony to the resilience of this community and what they want to see going forward. So I'm going to stop talking, but I will end with a big congratulations and shout out to Morawara, Lido, and others, especially to Nicola and Rochelle and Obi for your fantastic media coverage, because I think you put the young kids of Fitzroy in the social world by 20,000, I think. So, and thanks, Senator Sheldon, for coming out to witness. I know you had the pleasure of seeing another program initiative that's connected with this, is the Baller program. So, congratulations to all those involved, and I hope lots of kids get a big kick out of it because they're there waiting.
I think we should get Rochelle. And I think Mark and Patrick as well as our partners. Patrick, do you want to come up and give a shout?